Hello, I'm Sandy Williams, and thank you for joining me today while I present my idea for an online catalog tutorial for the Charleston Library Society, otherwise known as CLS. I'll be providing the details of the project through the Lean Canvas so that you may quickly identify the important aspects of this proposal. So as you can see, what we have here is the Lean Canvas, which is broken down into various segments, quickly identifiable when presented to stakeholders such as yourself, so that we can really ascertain the problem, solutions, the audience, revenue streams, opportunities for growth, and so on. But what I have done with this presentation is actually broke it down a little bit farther so that we can really hone in on these various aspects. So what is the problem? Patrons are not utilizing the online catalog to search for available materials. Patrons are not utilizing the online catalog to place holds, cancel holds, or renew materials. And they're also not utilizing the online catalog to perform general search for interest. Why is the catalog not being used? So at the Charleston Library Society, we've discovered that there is a high population of senior patrons that don't show interest in the catalog. My general feedback that I've received through conversations and questionnaires with our patrons as well as colleagues seems that it is hard to navigate, and they often don't even know how to find the online catalog. Once they do find it, they are unsure how to log in and how to use it. This also leads to an unawareness of the resources available through the catalog, and we've also discovered that there's not enough presence through the online website pointing to the direction of the catalog. Solutions that have come forward through this process is supplying an online tutorial via the website. Now, this could include various pages throughout the website. It could also include links or embedded videos that we're still trying to work through. It could also include personal engagement with patrons, which has already been happening. It's pretty much the only option or way to show the current patrons how to use the catalog. But this could obviously continue and should. Handouts and PDFs at the circulation desk will also be very helpful, especially for accessibility issues and for folks that may not want to use a computer in general. Of course, they would have to do that later, but it does give them another option for reviewing the steps. There could also be a link to a printable PDF through the website, and an added feature is including a PDF in new membership packets, which we think is a great way to speak with our new members from the very earliest forms of the relationship so that they understand what we have in the holdings at Charleston Library Society. So how can we measure impact? Some of the ways that we can measure impact include feedback from patrons, circulation statistics, a reduction in calls, emails, and conversations for renewals, holds, and searches, an increase in holds, renewals, and search activity through the OPAC, and page visits to the website as well. For the target audience, in general, this proposal would be beneficial for any users of the Charleston Library Society. However, through this process, we've decided that target audience would include college students, the senior population of over 55, researchers, and also non-members that utilize the library, mainly through events and programs. Cost and value. So this project seems to have a minimal cost to create links or embedded video into current website. There would be minimal time to create general instructions for the video as well as PDFs for handouts. There is a value added as we reach non-member audiences, patrons, and users, and added available time for staff as there could be a reduction in hand-holding with the users of the library. Channels for advertisement include the online website, the OPAC, the CLS newsletters that go out usually on a quarterly basis, Facebook for CLS, and other engagements online, circulation desk engagement as well, and new membership packets. So there have also been a few unexpected opportunities that have come forward as well through the process, and those include an increased interest in circulating holdings via links to past and upcoming speakers, authors, and programs and events, driving interest from the beginning of the user relationship via new membership packets, and discoveries in current web page design that need modifications to heighten the user experience. So that brings us to the end. And in closing, I would just like to say that I hope you will support this project and help the Charleston Library Society in helping their patrons by putting the knowledge at their fingertips. Please stay tuned for part 2 of this video, which includes general feedback on this project. So we began our final project journey in Module 9 of this course. During the last 2 weeks, my link canvas for the Charleston Library Society online catalog tutorial has evolved into an already approved model. Being constantly engaged with the project, asking questions, looking at various perspectives, and incorporating classmate feedback molded the path for the process. The one-page link canvas was not intimidating to use and promoted healthy and positive growth. My personal assumptions regarding the idea of an online catalog tutorial grew from a general customer need to target users as well, including researchers, college students, non-members, and seniors above the age of 55. It also expanded from an online tutorial to PDF handouts for the circulation desk and new membership packets. With our introduction into coding and website design, I'm eager to brainstorm with my colleagues on the best ways to incorporate the tutorial, including links and web pages that would create cross-links. I have already received approval for the project from the Charleston Library Society's, otherwise known as CLS, head librarian Laura Mina. I also plan to present the canvas to the head of development and the executive director. CLS is currently working with a new web designer, so this will be the perfect time to incorporate this idea into the website. Working through the iterations every few days and providing review as well as peer feedback provided to be very helpful. At times, I didn't even think I had made progress or changed anything until I really started going through the postings. I would often come out with multiple observations, additions, and clarity by going through the questions as well as reading my peers' reactions. For example, a well-deserved question from 2 classmates was, while the idea was good, why was it needed? Why are people not utilizing the catalog? CLS's main audience is a 55-plus crowd that frankly doesn't show interest in using the catalog. They would rather call, email, or personally request for the material. And some don't appear to know how to generally use it and can't find the login button. And some patrons just don't check out materials at all. They just strictly come to events and programs. So during this process, it became evident that CLS could reach the 55-plus patrons as well as non-members that frequent the programs and events. A good opportunity exists to achieve this goal by linking materials for checkouts to the event speakers page. For example, David McCullough is coming. Read his new book before you hear him. Click here. Regarding design, I'm still working through the concept of the tutorial itself, and if Vimeo would be the best for the video in order to streamline with other links in the website. My next steps will be to continue working with my colleagues and the potential users on feedback. What is working? What could be better? Is there a better placement for this button? Is there a bigger size? The next facet will be honing in on placement of links, size of buttons, verbiage used for the widgets, basically website design. Once the project has been implemented, CLS can monitor impact by looking at the website. Is there an increase in page visits? Have the circulation holds and renewals gone up? Has there been a decrease in calls, emails, and personal contacts with regards to circulation? This project has been very exciting and I am looking forward to completing it over the next few months with the help of my organization, the Charleston Library Society. Thank you very much.